This is a reading for Faith Hill and Tim McGraw. So, unfortunately, what I see is that the love between them is gone. The reason why it's gone is because there's trust issues. I get the feeling that Faith probably questions if he's cheating or if he has cheated. And basically it's like they live separate lives. Like, they have their own friends. They lean on their friends to live their lives, but they kind of like live separately, like in a way where he's probably, off working and doing his own thing, and she's off doing what she does, but she's mostly raising the children from what I can see here. And there's a couple of reasons why they stay together. Number one, because I feel periodically like they don't want to break up. Like there's sometimes where like they do come back together, and like they're able to maybe conjure up some old feelings from the past. And they do still have sexual chemistry. So they're still attracted to each other. They still like having sex with each other. So they probably come together to have sex. And it's good sex. There's nothing wrong with it. But there's like no real like loving feelings connected with it anymore. Another reason why they stay together is for the children, which I don't really believe is like very healthy. It's not very healthy for the kids, but they stay together for that. And they also stay together because like what I get here is that just like being married for them, like in connection with their upbringing, it's like you don't get divorced. You just stay together. Like it's like a religious aspect to it, where it's just not something that like what I feel like is it's not something that their family or upbringing would allow. So they stay together. They stay together for the kids, but they stay together because they're still sexually attracted to each other. So it's like, as long as the sex is still there, I don't really see why they'd have a problem staying together. You know what I mean? Because there's something still connecting them. But I don't really feel like they have like a whole lot of like loving, caring feelings for each other anymore. It's a lot of living separate lives, and I feel like it's Tim is going off and fulfilling his career goals, and Faith is left at home raising the children. And I get the feeling that Faith is probably correct about Tim cheating every now and then. And it's just for sex. It's not for love. Because he keeps trying to come back to Faith and making it work with Faith. So, like, I think he just likes to kind of have his cake and eat it too. And there may be some sort of fantasy about being with somebody else, but it's just like that's all it is. Like they're not going to leave the relationship. They're not going to break up, but it's just going to be the same sort of thing for the rest of their lives, where they're just sort of faking it a little bit, and enjoying each other's company when they're with each other and enjoying the sex with each other. But it's mostly going to be like separate lives. So that's Faith Hill and Tim McGraw. Thanks for listening.